sure everything's working because I'm not too familiar with this. We return to... Hold on, I need to slap myself awake. Ow, 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 ow! We return to my apartment after making ourselves scarce. Fang having spent an absurdly long time looking back at the school while flipping both birds with her hands and another two with her wings somehow. I forced the initial panic away as we walked, assuring myself that this has almost certainly been on Fang's mind for a while. Hell, probably even before we met. Plus, a hopefully nicer place with just Fang and me, away from prying eyes and scheming minds. Got me all the way in. Fang flops onto the bed face first, giggling mirthfully like she had an entire way back. It's terminally contagious, and I find myself giggling too as I sit down next to her. A hand... Wait, my brain is reading, but I'm not I'm talking, but I'm not comprehending. A hand reaches up and grabs me by the shirt, yanking me onto my back. She leans over, peppering my face with tiny kisses. I fail to counterattack. The leverage she has and the length of her beak keeps me away from any potential advantage. Eventually her assault slows and stops, leaving us both wrapped in each other's arms, giggling and sighing. So, should we start packing? I ask after a few minutes. I don't see much reason to stick around much longer. Don't use much twice in a sentence like that. That always looks weird. There's certain words you just can't do it because they're not like it and where you can kind of get away with it. Not right now. We can wait a bit. A hint of doubt creeps into my mind, forcing my next question, well, involuntarily. When? Relax. A claw traces around my shirt. Friday. When everyone's distracted with graduation, we slip away. A breath I didn't realize I was holding. You already said that one. You already used that. Why are you using it again? It's kind of a thing to use twice. Like, I know I do that sometimes, but you want to avoid it. I chuckle lightly, chiding myself. I really have no reason to trust you with this. Yeah, that sounds nice. You, me, a guitar. A nice place to ourselves. A new lease on life. Yeah, away from all this bullshit. Without a trace. I bet Caldera Bay is nice this time of year. Yeah, but it's pretty far, though. I mean, admittedly, I would love it if Caldera Bay was a thing. I think people underestimate the potential of sending characters off to you know, there. I've been thinking on a bunch of ideas lately, and my brain has entered into a bit of a deadlock, and it's really annoying to deal with. If you're wondering what specifically is going on, I have a bunch of ideas, and a few of them are not properly... They're not properly discorporating into their constituent elements that I can remix them into a fun way. So what I have on the records is I'm actually getting good progress on the Redux, on the first reboot, on the Amalgam High reboot, which, again, I do not think is going to work on long term because it just has too many characters and too little establishment. Having Anon be the POV character also kills its pacing. It works way better if we didn't have a POV character and we just bounced around a little bit more to give that impression. But having Anon be the centerpiece and having this much granularity, it kills the momentum. Which is why I want to do a Redux, which takes the setting into account a bit. You know, I have some more stuff going on. There is the Silent Hill thing with Nasser. That's coming out all right. That's schmoovin'. That's just tempo. Impressive tempo for that, considering how it usually goes. There is, I want to do the thing with Ophinia as an exchange student in Wani Gator. The idea mostly being that she messes things up for Inko and everything. Like, she just makes a big mess. And how do we deal with this? Because she keeps occupying Liz and everything else. There's that Sage and Anon shipfic, which is going to absorb a lot of bits and pieces left and right that I wanted to do. It's gay. That's what they say. It's gay, and it has a lot of transhumanist undertones, because if, you know, there's a trans person and there's a person who's going to get cool robot limbs. I'll let you guess who gets the robot limbs and how that connects to Sage. You already know the answer. There's, of course, the Redux I want to do for Amalgam High. But then I was like, I kind of really want to ship Anon with you know, Trish from Goodbye Volcano High. I think they'd be cute. Because Trish is... Someone told me that, like, Trish really gives off autistic vibes, and I think that could work fantastic. I think that could be something fresh, something great. The problem is, and this is kind of what's niggling at the back of my... There's also Isekai the movie, as I've called it. That's still over there, but that's not even... There's another one part uploaded, so you don't even know what that is. I want to work with Evelyn. The problem is, I got two things. Right? This is the discorporation problem I have. There are two little bubbles of things I want to do. I want to work with Evelyn. As this character that shows up and, again, messes things up between Inko and Olivia, or someone, I guess. But I also have this magic idea I want to work with, where, like, Damien, Liz, and everyone are, like, in a sort of magic group, and Inko is this outsider to the whole situation. I can't marry them properly. But I do want to use them. And then I got some more timey-wimey stuff where characters have some degree of foreknowledge when they go back in time. There's a lot of little ideas. And the problem is there's no emulsification. It is fat in water. It's not blending properly. Because I keep thinking about, okay, how much narrative action do these things take up? How much space does it take? How much character drama do you have left when you compartmentalize everything? Because, the Amalgam High thing is relatively straightforward. What I got in mind for the Redux is very straightforwardly this, and that all slides off the page fairly easy. And there's a bunch of ships I want to... There's a bunch of characters I want to ship. I want to make them kiss! I want to run them together and make them smooch. You know what I want. What I really, really want. But those elements are clashing. There are a lot of little tidbits, and I probably should just write them down and see what happens from there. Let me just repeat that for you. I want to use Evelyn, because I think Evelyn is adorable. Ophinia's Chaos Gremlin. Evelyn's more well-meaning, but ultimately sort of destructive because she doesn't get stuff. And I kind of like the idea of her disability acting coming into play. That's a lot, though. It keeps sounding like someone's in the hallway outside. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It just constantly sounds like someone's out there. Why am I doing this during the recording? Because the people who are listening to the recordings, they deserve a little treat, too. They deserve a little treat, too. Here's some Pap-Pats. Here's some Pap-Pats. Take those to the bank. They'll give you $5. I swear. I swear. I don't know how you give them to a banker, but if you figure out a way, I'm sure they'd give you $5 for it. At the appropriate banks. I'm not telling you which. Isn't this a bit tense, Safi? No, this is a bit too tense. We're gonna move that to dramatic moments, and like I said, we'll figure out the OST as we go along. But for now, we're just gonna put that there. I have 2 views. Someone new showed up. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the view count, or why no one has shown up. Because these streams are not like... Maybe it's still November thing, like everyone is still like on a Halloween bender. Welcome to the Halloween bender. What bend would you like to take? Okay, let's turn it on again. God, I like this one so much. So, hold on. Don't know what that was, but it's something all right. Safi, you should pause the recording when you do that. You fucking clown. The answer is sorry. I wasn't thinking straight. My head is sleepy. I mean, you could say excuses like that, but you were definitely thinking about it while you were doing it. Jackass. Anyway, I got a few big ideas in my brain. Okay, I got a few big ideas in my brain. There's the Evelyn stuff. There's the magic stuff. There's the isekai-esque elements, or like rewind or reincarnation, something in that direction. I want to do some character combinations that I got in mind. I really, like I mentioned, I really want to ship Anon and like Goodbye Volcano High-esque Trish. The autist. And potentially with Liz. I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling those vibes. But, again, there's a lot in my brain right now that just doesn't blend cleanly. It's too much. Like, you end up with too much stuff in too little space at some point. Or you have to start writing bigger things or more condensed writing. Wayne, as the scientists say. All right, let's get back to it. Like I said, I really think the Kadira Bay is underused as a setting. It's got potential. Like, the few pictures we get are pretty neat. There's some good shots. But again, the artists are not the problem with Goodbye Kenway. Yeah, probably. It's pretty far, though. That's the point, Tweet. It's pretty pricey. Fuck's sake. Could my cynical side shut up for 5 minutes? I mean, I think the Kadira Bay will probably be pretty expansive. It's very, very non-condensed. Like, the impression I got is that it's basically American suburbia, which is weird considering the whole whatever. Most things are. So what are you worried about? She looks up at me with concern. Everything. I can't help it. I've been doing my own thing for so long, I've forgotten what it's like to take the back seat. Please, just walk me through all this. It's simple. I close my eyes and sink into the bed as Fang whispers her plans to me. We pack our stuff. We take a plane to the Bay on Friday. And we do what I've always been planning on doing. We play music, get rich, and get famous. The music scene up there is bigger than it is here. Yeah, right. And if it goes bad, we'll only be homeless in the most expensive area of the country. It's not gonna go bad. Fuck. And if it did, so what? It can't be that bad. They got me to open my eyes violently. Resist the urge to scream as I sit upright. What? Fang, are you winging this? Fang, there's a time and a place for winging it. And you have wings, so, like, you know. For a moment, she looks genuinely hurt. I mean, maybe a little bit. I've always wanted to go to the Bay. That's fine, I get it, but do you know how much rent is up there? Well, no, but every fear and doubt I have is confirmed all at once. She continues talking, but my brain is too preoccupied to listen. I have 100 different things I need to bring up, yet I can't focus on any single one long enough to actually say it. Getting there, finding a place, food, rent, bills, safety, everything in between and everything moving forward, with 3 days to figure it all out. And on. Something comes through and gets my attention. It's Fang grabbing my arms. We're standing halfway across it. When do we get up? Stop freaking out. Freaking out? I'm not freaking out. I'm completely calm. Sure, my heart rate's a little high and I'm breathing quite quickly, but that's fine. I just have to work through this little puzzle. Hopefully that blurring in my peripheral vision won't hinder me under. Why do my arms hurt? My focus realigns and turns on something in front of me. It's Fang clawing my arms. Fang, that hurts. She backs up and she lets up and backs up a step. Sorry, you were mumbling super fast and weren't listening. I don't know. Oh, Mel! Anon, you're traumatic. You're traumatized. You poor boy. Here's some pat-pats. You can take those to the bank. They give you $5 for them. Okay. Let's just take it easy. I place my hands on her shoulders. Slowly, our breathing levels out and our heart rate returns to normal. We should talk about this a little bit more. So, you think it's a bad idea? I mean, I kind of see where he's coming from. Anon kind of always thought that he'd just go to the military, but that's fine if you're on your own. But now he has someone to lose. He's something to fight for. And he doesn't know how to deal with that. So pat-pats for Anon. Why is no one coming? Come on. It's almost been an hour. And I'm thinking about those beans. How could I just sit here in my lonesome thinking about those beans? Relax. Keep your mouth shut. Think about the answer. What's the alternative? Okay, staying here and... Oh, absolutely not. She already said she won't stay. And anyway, I bet my life that she meant that. It's the best idea we have. Which is why we need to be careful and really think this through. Because I don't think we'll get a second chance. Alright, what do we do then? Keep it simple. Start from the top. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Who is us, when Friday, and why is... yeah. What is a bunch of cash and whatever we can carry. Where is we've got to figure it out. How will come along with it. And honestly, doesn't sound that bad. I think some people are doing like weekend Halloween stuff, and that's why I'm hearing a bunch of stuff. Anyway, let's just go for some. I probably should split chill beats into chill beats and like into like just go for vibes and then distinguish the vibes. That honestly doesn't sound too bad. You get all that? Alrighty tidy, time for